Have you ever noticed that sometimes the harshest voice in your life isn't from other people, but from yourself? That quiet whisper that appears right before you try something new. It says, "You're not good enough. You'll fail just like before. Everyone will see you're a fraud." That voice is what we call the inner critic. And the truth is, it lives in almost every single one of us. But imagine a life where your inner voice isn't a relentless critic, but a compassionate ally. If you're tired of self-doubt and harsh judgments, this is for you. Together, we'll explore practical ways to transform that inner critic, empowering you to cultivate a kinder, more supportive inner world and ultimately unlock your true potential. Think back to a moment when you wanted to do something meaningful. Maybe you wanted to speak up in a meeting, share your art with others, apply for a new opportunity, or open your heart to someone you care about. Just before you took that step, the voice appeared. It whispered, "Don't embarrass yourself. Other people are better than you. You'll regret even trying." And in that moment, your energy dropped, your confidence shrank, and sometimes you didn't act at all. That is the silent power of the inner critic. It doesn't scream, it whispers. But those whispers shape your choices, your relationships, and even the way you see yourself. The inner critic isn't something you were born with. It was shaped over years through experiences, words, and wounds. For many, it began in childhood. Maybe you heard constant comparisons. "Why can't you be more like them?" Or harsh judgments. "You'll never succeed if you keep messing up." Those words didn't disappear. They sank deep, echoing inside you until they became your own inner voice. As you grew, society added its weight. Everywhere you turned, there were standards, beauty, wealth, success, reminding you that you were never quite enough. Social media amplified it. Every scroll showing someone who seemed smarter, richer, happier, more talented. And then came the personal scars, a failure that still stings, a rejection that made you doubt your worth, a heartbreak that whispered you weren't lovable. Each one became fuel for the inner critic, teaching it to speak louder, sharper, and more often. At some point, it learned a dangerous lesson. If I can stop you from trying, I can protect you from pain. But protection turned into limitation. The critic, once a guard, became a prison warden. Even science explains this. Our brains weren't designed to make us happy. They were designed to help us survive. Long ago, our ancestors had to stay hyper alert to danger. Missing one threat could mean death. That wiring is still inside us today. But now, instead of watching for predators, the brain mistakes embarrassment, rejection, or failure as life-threatening. So the inner critic whispers, "Stay small, stay invisible, stay safe." But safe doesn't always mean alive. The inner critic doesn't have just one face. It wears many masks. Sometimes it shows up as the perfectionist, demanding that everything you do must be flawless. It whispers, "Not good enough. You should have done better. No matter how hard you work, it never lets you rest." Other times, it becomes the intimidator, freezing you before you even begin. It warns, "Don't risk it. You'll embarrass yourself. Better to do nothing than to fail." It convinces you that safety lies in staying invisible, and often it is the comparing mind. It holds up everyone else's achievements against your own and says, "Look at them. They're smarter, more talented, more successful. Who do you think you are?" You don't just hear these voices, you feel them. The tight chest before speaking, the knot in your stomach when you're about to start something new, the endless procrastination that keeps you frozen in place, the heavy weight of imposter syndrome, where even your achievements feel fake. This is the battlefield inside you. The critic takes many shapes, and its weapons are subtle, but powerful.